It's day 121 of showing everything I'm doing to make my clients $1 million in the last 6 months of this year. Now, this is going to be a shorter video because today was Thanksgiving and I honestly didn't do that much work. Like, I called a couple people, texted a few people, but it was less than a few hours of work. So, even in that work was sporadic throughout the day. So, I don't really count it as a real work day. But yeah, it is a bit late. So, I'm going to get to sleep here in a second. Wake up earlier than usual. My average has been like 10 to 11, and I am gonna wake up at about 8. So it's gonna be fun. Anyways, there's not really much else. I've just been thinking. One thing I wanted to add was recently my priority has been something that has not been this. It's not been a helping my clients make more money, making more impact in their businesses, and therefore mine. It is has instead been my own personal development and gain, which is, I guess you can almost justify as fine. But what I've noticed is, for example, like me gaining weight. As I've been bulking for a while, it's going quite well. I'm at like 161 right now. When I came back from Arizona, because I went to Arizona this summer, I was like 139. So that's pretty good. Now, to be fair, I was like 155, 156 at peak before that a few months prior, but I'm now above where I was then. So that's quite exciting. However, that's been at the sacrifice of some of my work because I've been optimizing around a certain part of my schedule in my day that has not been based around that. And I've started to become more and more conscious of that fact and the sacrifices that I have made to further myself in that regard. And I do believe that it's possible to do both. But at the moment, with my current skill set, environment, resources, and overall just belief system, although I know it's possible to change, it's easier to be fully focused in on one thing. And in my opinion, that thing is going to be business, right? Now, I do want to get to like 180, 185. However, I do want to be able to work that in with business. So I'm going to really, really just reflect on and think about how can I actually go about making that change in my prioritization, in what I do, what I value, and how I go about my day. It's gonna sure be more stressful or whatever, but I want to be able to create that impact because I have opportunities in front of me, and now the time to actually utilize those opportunities more so than I did one and 100% way more than I did two plus years ago in business and in life. So now that I'm in this position, I really don't want to let that go. Not because I don't think I can get more opportunities that I've seen myself been able to generate those, but because I want to be able to prove to myself that I can realize the potential that I know I have. Because potential, in my opinion, I've realized doesn't mean anything if you don't actually actualize that into your execution and therefore the impact in the real world value that you create. So I'm going to take more initiative to do that, and especially on the upcoming Q1, so next year, it's going to be a huge focus as that's something that I'm, looking forward to.